Mikeitz yomim, and it was after 2 years. Pharaoh choleim, a Pharaoh begins dreaming. V'hine omed al yor, v'hine omed al yor. What is the connotation of v'hine? Behold. So Rechaim HaKodesh makes it a point. The level of vividness of the dream was almost the equivalent of Nevuah. Like you see by the Har Moriah, it also says v'hine, behold. So he was experiencing as if it was real life, what he saw. But it's interesting. The last Rashi at the end of the previous parsha says, Vayishkocheyu, cites the pasuk in Tehillim, Mnei shetolabo yos b'tchonu l'zochro, huskak lios osur shtei shonim. Right? That because he put his faith in the Saramashkim, therefore he had to remain in prison for another 2 years. Quotes a pasuk. So, Vayimike shnasayim shonim ufaro choleim. So when does Paro start dreaming? Exactly at that time. When the 2 years are up, he starts dreaming. V'in omed al yor. V'in min yor. Olo sheva poros yifos marev rios boser. And again, v'inei. Doesn't say min yor. Olos sheva poros yifos marev. 7 cows, good looking. Ubrios boser, healthy fleshed. Vatirenu ba'ochu, and they're grazing in the marshes. Rashi, Yifos Mare, what is the symbolism that the Yifos Mare? It's not only are they laden with flesh, they look good. Siman hu lemei sova. It's an indication for the days of plenty. Shabrios, Niros Yovazulazu. People see each one, there's no envy. They see each one in a positive light. Shein ayin brio tzar v'chaverto. Nobody's envious of anyone else. There's enough for everyone. That's the level of what? Of plenty that exists. Bo'chu bagam. Okay. V'nei sheva poros acheros olos achrim in your ros maria. Another 7 cows ascend from the yor, bad looking. V'dakos boser, thin fleshed. V'tamodna itzal poros asfasa yor. Right? So what is v'tamodna? Meaning the plenty is still, they still have reserve, so therefore it's vatamodno. The famine is there, but yet there's still the leftover of the, so therefore it's interesting. So what's ayin hora? He says that Yovos Mar indicates that Niros Yovazulazu Shein ayin brio tzor b'chaverto. When they're ready next to one another, they're ready ros mare. When people have less, although you have enough, then people start to envy. You have more than I. Dakos boser, okay, he says tinbush belaz, dak. Vatochalna poros ros hamara v'dakos boser isheva poros yifos hamara abrios. The 7 bad-looking cows. V'dakos boser. They eat the 7 cows that are what yifos hamara v'abrios, healthy. Vikitz Paro. Paro awakens. Tochalno simich they call simchas hasov dishkachas b'mei arov. That the joy of the plenty will be forgotten during the May of the famine. But again, Vayishon v'yachlum shenis. He sleeps and he dreams a second time. V'hinei sheva shibolim. 7 sheaves. Olos b'konei echod. They come up on one stalk. Brios v'tovos. Healthy and good. It's interesting. Before it said good looking and healthy. Here it switches it. You see what I'm saying, Alan? Okay. By the cows it says Yifos mare brios bosar. Here it says brios, then tovos. Right? So for whatever reason. It inverts it. No, but I think that because by the wheat, it's no, tovos is 2 things. Something can be healthy looking, but it's not quality. You know? Brios, in regard to tovos, before it says tovos mare, right? They were good looking, healthy fleshed. Here, they're healthy. They may be, brios means, but tovos, good quality. Dakos. Dakos is their ushtufas kodi, wind beaten. Tzomchos achreim are growing after them. Rashi, shtufas, ushkifan kodum, chavutus loshem mashkov, chavot tomid, aideadel samakov. Why is the lintel called a mashkov? Because whenever you close the door bangs, hits against the lintel. Shtufas is beaten. Kodim, ruach mizrochis, it's called bisha. It's beaten by the wind. So again, they're coming after, but they haven't yet devoured them. V'tivlana hashibolim hadakos, esheva hashibolim habrios v'amleos. Okay, here it uses another word. The thin sheaves, they swallowed the 7 healthy, full. Before they used the word tovos. They were full. Vayikatz paro v'hinei chalom. He awakens, v'hinei chalom. Rashi, v'hinei chalom, hinei nishlam chalom shalom lefonov, utzach leposer. Now that he dreamt a complete dream, now he needs interpretation. He needs interpreters. The Sipurno says something interesting. How do you know it says the dream was completed? Meaning he had a sense it was the same dream. That the first part of the dream and the second part of the dream was one of the same. He explains, in the second dream, he dreamt he was in the same location as the first dream. Except first he saw the cows, then he saw sheaves of wheat. Meaning he was standing in the same spot. First he saw the cows, then he saw the sheaves. Near the canal. Near the... Okay, that's the... No, that's for some other reason. What do you stand on it? Al means near. I mean, Chazal make a point. What does it say? You don't stand. Oh. Yeah, but not yet. Even that, not yet. Not yet. He only believed that after he received the bracha from Yaakov. When the Nile rise towards him, then he thought he was the god of the Nile. Now the Nile is not rising. Right? It was only when he would go down, the water would come up towards him, then he believed it was that. So that was later. I mean, seemingly, you don't have to be an expert dream interpreter to figure out what this is about. Right? Healthy looking, healthy fleshed, sheaves good, wind beaten, What does that say? That has to do with famine and hunger. But not one of the interpreters got it right. Right? So Rabbeinu Bachya makes it a point very often. Something which is obvious, Hashem doesn't allow because Hashem wants somebody else to be the hero, so to say. Because Yosef had to be the hero over here to come to interpret the dreams. Therefore, he denied them to see it correctly. They saw it wrongly. What do you mean? But factually, they couldn't interpret it. It's irrelevant. The expert dream interpreters couldn't interpret it. Yosef did. I'll tell you a story. Ernie likes it when it's complicated. Because at the end of the day, he still doesn't figure it out. Okay. Exactly. I didn't want to say that. There's a story. I heard this story many years ago from David Tessel. Maybe more than 20 years ago. There was a shul that was looking for a rabbi in California. I forgot which community in California. So they figured, there was a person that just became a Baal Tshuva, very wealthy man, and they put him on the board because he was a wealthy man. He didn't know very much about Yiddishkeit, about Judaism. But one thing he did know, that an Orthodox rabbi has to believe in God. That much he did know. Right? So they have all the various candidates for the position. So the first person comes. So every person asks his question. Now he asks his question. Do you believe in God? So right away the rabbi starts to, what is God? And he starts theorizing, giving different positions. And then after about 5-10 minutes, he says, yes, I believe in God. And every rabbi, one after another, the same story. Finally, they have one rabbi. And he says, do you believe in God? He says, of course I believe in God. What's the question? Do I believe in God? And he's the one who got the job. What beat around the bush? Very simple. All the other rabbis were all their great backgrounds and degrees and everything. It takes you 5-10 minutes to come to tell you believe in God. Say it right away. Yeah, exactly. Simple. Hashem was delivering a simple message. Simple message. They all don't get it. Who gets the message? Yosef gets the message. He has the interpretation. Okay.
So it says last week that when someone interprets a dream, whether they do it correctly or incorrectly, that influences the outcome of the dream. So if Yosef didn't do this, or even if Yosef did do it, that impacts how it's going to be the outcome.
Put it this way. This is what about if it's a prophecy? Prophecy is not a dream. Understand? See, with the brothers, factually it was a prophecy what Yosef had. They said it was a dream. And why did you dream what you dreamt? Because it's delusions of grandeur. So when they said Amolach Timloch, and they interpreted it because it was a dream, they said it was a dream, so they locked it in. But the truth was, it wasn't because they locked it in. The truth is because what Yosef was dreaming, that was reality. What Paro was dreaming here was not just something because he had thought about during the daytime. This was what Hashem was communicating. This is a prophecy to him. So this dream needs interpretation. So with the others, when the 7 daughters are going to be born, you're going to bury 7 daughters, you're going to conquer 7 communities, they're going to be taken away from you. It had no relevance to this. Okay, let's see Chelik.